Saturday in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, a moment of reckoning for Kenya and its seasoned political figure Raila Odinga. In a heated contest for the African Union Commission chairperson seat, Odinga lost narrowly to Djibouti's Foreign Affairs Minister Mahmoud Ali Yusuf. But beyond the candidate himself, this loss reflects deeper issues within Kenya's diplomatic and political strategies. What went wrong? And what does this defeat mean for Kenya's standing on the continental stage? From the early rounds of voting, Kenya's bid showed strength but gradually lost momentum. The shifts were telling. African nations, particularly in the Francophone and SADC blocs, withdrew their support. While Kenya mounted an aggressive campaign, sending a large delegation, the approach may have backfired, reinforcing perceptions of political arrogance rather than diplomatic finesse. Kenya's, and particularly President Ruto's role in the Israeli-Gaza conflict, the Eastern DRC conflict, also played a part. President Ruto's controversial public statements about reaching out to French President Emmanuel Macron for mediation was seen as undermining the role of an African-led solution. And that of openly supporting Israel against Palestine lost the vote from the African Muslim and Arab countries. The SADC bloc, which held the decisive vote, may have viewed this as an overreach, an unnecessary Western tilt at the expense of the African sovereignty. Local politics became continental politics. Many African leaders viewed Raila Odinga's candidacy as an extension of President Ruto's influence. Some countries that had long-standing reservations about Kenya's foreign policy stance saw no distinction between Raila and the ruling government. This perception led to strategic voting shift, further sidelining Kenya. One of the most glaring concerns raised by opinion leaders in Kenya's international image, particularly regarding human rights, allegations of sanctioned citizen abductions have tainted the country's record. With key figures from other African nations allegedly abducted in Kenya, the optics were damaging. Many heads of state were unwilling to back a candidate whose home country was facing such allegations. Kenya's foreign policy strategy has been under scrutiny. Unlike in previous years, when the country commanded respect in global diplomacy, recent actions have raised eyebrows. A major blunder was a public spectacle of Kenyan officials lobbying aggressively in Addis Ababa, some filming leaders in informal meetings and sharing unnecessary footage. Kenya's loss at the AUC elections is not just about Raila Odinga. It's a reflection of how the country is perceived by its neighbors and continental allies. Speculation has been rife that key voting blocs, including EAC members, may have voted against Kenya, speaks volumes. This defeat calls for an overhaul of Kenya's diplomatic course. Kenya's foreign policy needs a change. The loss of the AUC chairmanship seat should serve as a wake-up call. While Raila Odinga's political future remains uncertain, the bigger challenge lies in how Kenya repositions itself diplomatically. The message from Addis is loud and clear. Fix your internal affairs before offering solutions to the continent.